What's up, folks? Daryl Taylor, all things real estate. I'm going to show you how to calculate your own debt to income ratio. What is DTI? DTI is comprised of, I have to get this out of the way. Subscribe, hit the notification button, comment, ask questions. I need to make sure that this is valuable content for you. Okay, so debt to income ratio. The reason I'm doing this is because most of you probably won't listen to me when I tell you do not go looking at homes before you're actually pre-approved. So I'm showing you how to generally layman way to kind of pre-approve yourself. You still need to talk to me or someone else regarding getting yourselves pre-approved. But if you do this and you do it right, this will give you an idea. Now, let me just protect myself and say, when I show you this, it doesn't mean you're pre-approved if you do it. It doesn't mean that your numbers are accurate. It doesn't mean your numbers are right. There are other things that I may have to factor in that you aren't, but this is just something really, really general to kind of give you an idea. So let's dig in. So, what I was saying is your DTI is comprised of your housing payment, which is principal, interest, property taxes, homeowners insurance, any mortgage insurance if applicable, and any HOA if applicable. If it's a manufactured home, you're going to have land rent. So there's also anything that deals with your home is considered your housing expense. So housing expense and anything reflecting on your credit report as a monthly obligation. So that can get tricky because if you have collections, sometimes I have to weigh a percentage of those of the balance against your income. We're not going to get that complicated here. We're going to keep it real simple and focus on housing expenses and monthly liabilities that are just your regular monthly liability, car payment, credit card, maybe school debt, fun stuff like that. So let's dig in. So let's say you have, let's say your car payment, really? I'm trying to do a video here. So let's say your car payment, so we're gonna start with, let's go house payment first, or housing expenses. Let's say your total housing expense will be, let's say, $2,000 for easy numbers. 2,000, right? Okay, and let's say we have a car payment of 300. And let's say we have total credit cards amounting to, let's say, 150. Should we throw something else in there? Let's do that. Let's just throw in miscellaneous. So let's say we have something else reflecting on credit for another $100, right? So what do we got? 0, 5, 3, 4, 5. So $2,500. Is that right? 2, 3, 25. So 2,500. Now that's your housing. Wait, that's all wrong. No, that's right. Housing expenses. This is all of your credit. What's on your credit report? So we have a total of 2,500 that we're playing with. Now, income. Let's say your income is $6,000 a month. So the way we figure out your DTI, and there's no way I'm doing this in my head. Forget about it. I'm back. All right, so you're gonna grab a calculator, plug in 2,550. You're gonna divide that by your income of 6,000. Then you're gonna multiply that by 100. In this case, your DTI would be 42 point something percent. I don't know, I hit my calculator and I erased it. So 42 point something, 0.3, I don't know, whatever. But 42% debt to income ratio is awesome, right? So if you're walking around with 42% debt to income ratio, that's phenomenal. The standard is 45. Some loans will allow you to go up to 50. And some government loans like FHA and VA, there is no debt to income ratio cap. You could literally get into the 70s, but you really want to be in the 45. That doesn't apply for everyone. So So we figured out our DTI. Now we need to figure out our payment. I'll give you an easy way to figure out your payment. First of all, or I guess what I'm trying to explain to you is, now you know your DTI, that's great, but you want to figure out your maximum payment. And only you can do that. I don't know your expenses. I don't know what you're comfortable with. Does that make sense? So find out what you're comfortable with. Hey, if my housing expenses are $2,000, or actually ignore housing expenses. Just, hey, sit down. Hey, you and your wife, you by yourself, whoever, what can I afford monthly? What am I willing to pay out on a monthly basis and still be comfortable? For some people, that number is $900. For some people, that number is $10,000. Only you can figure that out. I can't figure that out for you. Come up with a number that you're comfortable with. If I do this, or if I'm paying this, I'm comfortable, right? So let's say, I'm going to show you something else here. I'm going to show you actually how to make sure that you're looking at the right homes now. Again, my advice, come to me first, or someone that you're comfortable with, who can actually, where I'm actually looking at your income and determining exactly what you can qualify for. So once you figure that out, right? So you know your debt to income ratio is 42. Let's say you're comfortable with that housing expense of $2,000 a month. How do you figure out what homes you should be looking at now, right? Because whatever homes you look, so I know off top, if you don't want to pay any more than $2,000 a month, I know we shouldn't be looking at $400,000 homes if you're only coming in with the minimum down payment, which is anywhere from 3 to 3.5%. That's bare minimum. So if you're looking for the lowest down payment possible and you only want to pay $2,000 a month, we're probably going to be in the maybe the low 300,000s, somewhere in that range. But here's how you figure that out. Okay, so I wanted to show you. I had to pause and I wanted to show you how to calculate your payment so that you can. But mortgage insurance can get tricky. I'm not going to show you how to do mortgage insurance, so I'm going to plug the mortgage insurance in for you. You definitely want to consult with a professional who can obviously iron these things out for you in seconds. But I am going to school you a little bit more further on, since you have your DTI, how to know what homes you should be looking at. So once again, 300,000 is what I believe will be, and I double checked, and we're right in that 300K range to keep your payments under 2,000. So we want a payment of no more than 2,000, give or take. All right, so rates, right? Well, what is my rate going to be? We won't know what your rate's going to be until we get there, right? So depends on your credit. I'm just going to throw it now. You can go to Mortgage News Daily to see average. You can always Google national average interest rates for mortgages or something along those lines. Depending on your credit, your rate will probably be, it really just depends. For now, I'm just going to use 4.25%. So what you want to do is go to Bankrate, plug in 300,000, plug in a rate of 4.25%. Now in California, taxes are, one moment. There's no way I'm doing this in my head. We're going to use the standard tax rate of 1.25%. So 300,000 times 1.25% is, so here, let me write it up for you. So this is how so PT, property taxes. Well, let's just write it out. Property taxes, you're going to take 300 times 1.25%. That equals $37.50. You're going to take 12 divided by $37.50. Do that in your calculator. Why did I draw it up like that? Really? What are we in 7th grade? 37.50 divided by 12 equals $3.12.50. Let's just round that up to $3.13. So we got our rate, we got our property taxes totaling $3.13. Homeowners insurance, HOI, homeowners insurance. We're gonna say $60 a month. Bank rate's going to give you the principal and interest. Bank rate will, I don't know if you can put in a percentage for bank rate. If they'll let you put in a percentage, great. But that's how you figure out the taxes. Now, remember, some cities could be higher, some could be lower. That's the standard. It doesn't mean that's what your taxes are going to be, but that is the standard. Mortgage insurance, for now, I'm going to put unknown because you're going to need me for that, or someone that you're comfortable with to figure out that mortgage insurance for you. I really want to keep it simple. So I hope I did. I hope that didn't confuse you. If you do this, so bank rate's going to come up with the principal and interest payment for you once you put in a rate. So I didn't bother showing you how to actually calculate principal and interest. The system will do it for you. And once you get that number, it should come right about to two, or maybe I think it'll come to a little bit over 2,000. So you can plug and play with numbers to figure out where you want to be. So your debt to income ratio may have you approved for a $4,000 payment. But if you only want to pay $2,000 a month at 4.25%, you should probably only be looking at homes in the 300,000 range. So that's it, folks. I really hope that helped. Don't forget, subscribe, ask, comment. If you hate it, I need to know. If you love it, I need to know. My number is 310-780-4524, 310-780-4524. Don't forget to hit the notification button or bell or whatever that is. And again, this is Daryl Taylor, All Things Real Estate. I hope that helped today.